So the Minds people were absolutely on board with Alex ambushing you, no? I don't know. I don't think so. One guy that I know that works with him, I'm almost positive he wouldn't do anything like that. And he approached me afterwards. I think he was the guy who was reaching up on the stage trying to get him to not come up. But also Alex is like 6'4", like 300 pounds, so it's probably hard to. The lady, 100%, I try not to ascribe malintent to anybody, but like when I was looking at the lady, because apparently I didn't know this until after when I was reading the threads, apparently the lady handed Alex the microphone. And, but if I'm being charitable and if I had to guess, she probably didn't know like me and Alex's history. So she probably just thought he was just coming up to meme. Yeah. Because to be fair, the same thing happened last Minds event with Alex Jones, but it was just like, it was just funny, right? And Alex Jones just came on and memed it. So maybe she thought it was going to be similar. Destiny, she gave him the mic and later said she loves his comedy. Yeah, that was cringe. I don't know why. But I mean, like, everybody's a spineless. Nobody's going to stand up to their friend, goofy guy in the scene or whatever.
We have to highlight if there's any areas out there that do have fair elections. I think that's why I have so much faith, because I've went over Latin America and I've seen like fair elections, and I know we can do it. So I think at the end of the day, we have to find pockets in the United States that have fair elections, even if it's a small population. You're going to hear a lot of people in the establishment say, well, it's a small population, you can't do that on a big level. We just got to highlight this and show that there's a fair
I got
election.
a question for Destiny. Destiny, Destiny, yes! Destiny, do you still believe in open marriages after your wife left you?
I'm not talking to you.
After your wife left you.
You're an actual loser. You're an actual loser.
After your wife left you, do you still believe in open marriages?
Alex, you can't afford me.
Yeah, what? Because you're rich?
You can't afford me. No, you can't afford me. No, because you're a broke loser. You cannot afford any of my time.
You're mad at me for calling out your wife, yet your wife bangs other guys. Like, why do you get mad at me? You try to ban me from events, you try to get me blackballed from stuff, yet you're the one whose wife is cheating on you.
All right.
Dude, you're a cuckold. You're a cuckold. You're a cuckold.
Cry, yes,
You're
cry.
a cuckold.
I love it. I love it how fucking mad you are. Yes, be mad. Be mad. You're so fucking mad. Why don't you go harass a woman upstairs or something? The only way you'll ever get near one. You're such a loser. Get the fuck away from me. What are you even doing up here? Yes, you're a fucking loser. You're a loser. Why are you talking to them? Hey, bro, I know that you're hungry for my. I know you're so hungry for this clout. You wish you could have a fraction of my clout. Oh, look, there's so many women up there you can go and harass. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Don't smile at me like a creepy fucking Chucky doll, bro. Go upstairs.
I'm a pimp on a blimp. While your girlfriend's getting blacked every night.
It's like a worse version of Alex Jones in every conceivable way.
Your wife left you.
Yes, I heard you say the same for 4 years. Get a new script. Get a new script.
Hey, yeah, you have all that money and your wife still leaves you.
And that's fine. There's plenty of other fish in the sea, buddy.
I know, because you're gay.
Look at all these people.
One of your
Thank you.
boyfriends.
Yes, I will. Yeah, absolutely.
We love it, guys.
Is that what you want from me? Is that what you're here to beg for?
No, I'm just saying.
If you want to be, just be honest. We're in Austin. They're accepting people here.
You know I'm
trying to be nice.
You know I'm trying to be nice.
No, you're hungry for attention. You're hungry for. I'm not trying to blackball you from anything. If anything, you're getting blue-balled right now. Get the f off the stage, you f***ing loser. What are you doing up here? I know. Yeah, you can keep screaming the same thing.
He's an actual cuckold.
So.
On that note,
hold on. I think what somebody forgot to tell Alex is you're supposed to submit your questions through the Minds app, not come up on stage.
that didn't
What
come
was
in through
the
my
question,
phone.
by the way?
I couldn't hear a word you were saying. I did have a question from the audience pulled up, and I got a little bit distracted. I just wanted to say I appreciate Destiny being here, because Destiny is one of the few people on the left and people who I disagree with who actually will come to panels and have discussions. And as you know, that's really hard to do, especially when sometimes people will. I know you get criticism for coming and talking to us, and you get called all kinds of names. So I appreciate that you're here. I also appreciate Alex Stein's comedy. So.
Link to Alex Stein lore, please. He's just, anytime people make weird comments about like my wife or my kid, I don't talk, or my ex-wife now. But yeah, that's a person that I don't. If you start going after my relationships, it's just beyond cringe. I'm done with it. Do you feel physically intimidated? He was getting pretty close to you. Not really. I don't think, the thing is, okay. I think about a lot of these things ahead of time, okay? So in my mind, I'm 5'8". I weigh 147 pounds right now. Alex attacking me is basically only ever going to be kind of a W for me because one, he's probably getting arrested, and two, I don't ever have to actually beat him in a fight because the guy's like literally twice my size and he's got like a foot of height on me. So it's not like, oh, like Destiny lost a fight. So I'm consistently the underdog. If I did manage to knock him out, if I punch him in the face with some bullshit, like obviously I like the God. So the downsides are pretty low. Maybe me getting, smacked or knocked out or whatever, I guess. The downsides are pretty low, but the downsides for him are astronomical. And the potential upsides for me, getting a laugh at him, either getting sent to jail or whatever else, are pretty high for me. So if he wants to come and fight me, then fuck, I guess. Like, well, you can go to jail. Hopefully I don't get killed. Like, how about him throwing your Red Bull? That was cringe. I'm glad he didn't hit me with it. I don't know what I would do if he did that, but did you anticipate something like this with Alex being there? No, because I told him I didn't want to be on stage with him. I think I told him a few days before the event. I messaged the owner or whoever. I passed a message along. I passed a message along to people that I do at the event, and I was like, "You have me on a panel with Alex Stein. I don't do content with him. I'm not doing any content with him whatsoever." So yeah. Did you have your alien on you just to blast him? No. If I'm ever being like provocative, like I would say that my behavior there was provocative for like a physical confrontation. If I'm ever being, I shouldn't actually say this publicly. It's kind of dumb. Well, I guess I've said it. It's my value, so I've said it before. But if I'm ever being like provocative to somebody in some sort of like physical altercation, I'm never gonna have a weapon on me because I don't want somebody getting killed. I don't want to have to kill somebody, and I don't want somebody to kill me. So yeah. Did the owner at least apologize? Yeah, of course he did. But do you have concealed carry? Yeah, I've got a permit for Nebraska. I need to get one for Florida, but I think there's reciprocity here regardless. I was at last year's Minds Fest, and this panel seemed much more lopsided, both in terms of participants and mods. It was you versus 3, including the mod on my right. Yeah, this side was crazy, bro. I was in my hotel. I was in my hotel because I was like working all weekend, listening to the panels that were before me, and oh my God, holy shit, Jesus Christ. Would you go back in the future if they invited you again? It depends on the guest list, I think. Stein was trying to provoke you into punching him or spitting or something. Why? I have so much in my life. Why the I don't have to? That's like honor culture. Honor culture for people that have nothing but their name. I've got so much to my name. Why the would I? Why would I try to throw it all away fighting some? Why not use a gun and claim self-defense if he attacks you? I feel like if you're carrying a lethal weapon on you, I think that you have a higher moral obligation to retreat from potentially. From potentially physical escalatory situations. Is that a couple of real words? So like if you think somebody's going to be mad or fight you, then you probably shouldn't have a weapon on you because you're kind of like setting up an environment for the person to die. Like if I were to go to that event because he'll carrying, being like, I know Alex is going to come up on stage, and then when he comes up, I'd like, oh, what are you going to do? Hit me? And then he hits me and I kill him. I'm kind of like setting him up to die. And I don't think he's like coming onto stage with the understanding that like one of us is dying if we get into a fight. So I just feel like I don't want to, yeah. That Sopranos chick was just blatantly lying about that AI was embarrassing. Oh yeah, that everything she said was insanely cringe. Did you do an interview after the Minds event? I think Darius was talking about it in a stream. A little bit. Yeah, it was some YouTube channel called Generally Irritable. Yeah, I don't know, man. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying Jesus. I think these people were okay. Although I don't know if they're probably far right. I don't know. Yeah. Not gonna lie, thought it would have been a fun conversation between you and Shawn, but the pasta dude bringing up Spanish countries are better than doesn't say why. Oh, I don't. Shawn. I feel like I hate Shawn the most. I hate Shawn the most because I think I have the highest expectations of him. Like Shawn is a decently smart guy. Shawn is a pretty smart guy. I know he is. I can tell by the way he speaks and the way that he considers ideas, and he plays such an unbelievable amount of defense for the people there. Like when the guy to the right of me said that, oh, all these cases got thrown out on standing, I was like, well, the standing actually had to do with like evidentiary thing. And then Shawn was like, actually, that's not considered standing. I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. It's not standing. It's like pretrial, like when the complaint is filed, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, you shouldn't call it standing because that's not what he's. And I was like, why are you even fighting me on this point? Clearly, the actual substance of what this guy said was wrong. That it all got thrown out on standing when the reality was most of them were thrown out on evidentiary grounds. But it's just like, yeah, it's just cringe that he runs so much defense for him. Or when Shawn was saying things, is Shawn a grifter? I think Shawn is pretty close to a grifter. I would say that, yeah. Because he's smarter than the scene that he's in, and he knows better. And you can tell by the way that he runs defense that it's like very intentional. I remember there was a time when Shawn was saying, it had to do with the voting machines. And Shawn was like, well, he's not saying that the voting machines rigged. I'm using an example. It was something like this, but not this. He's like, he's not saying that the votes were all rigged. He's just saying it's possible they were. And I'm like, no, he's saying they were. He's like, well, I didn't hear him say that. I'm not going to say this. Well, let's ask him. And he's like, yeah, it was rigged. I'm like, yeah, he just said that. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's dumb. You're right, though. Even though the audience clapped for Destiny for being the only left-leaning person to show up. Yeah, but I don't think that's not always good. I don't want to just be the guy who shows up from the left. I don't enjoy that if nobody's considered what I'm saying. Also, I think that like I was in a bad mood. I was really triggered. I went too early. I don't know why I thought that I had to do a lot to set up the stream or something. I flew there a day early. I should have been there for 1.5 days. I should have been in Austin for 24 hours, but somehow it turned into like a 40-hour trip. I don't know how. I don't know why I went an extra day. That was just, it wasn't a good use of my time. And then listening to how crazy the panels were before me, I was like already unfathomably triggered. It was just so much dumb shit. Every single conspiracy theory that all these people believed in, I was like, holy shit. Did you at least get some good World War II reading in? Or World War I reading in? No. I finally finished I say finished. It's a never-ending project. Oh, we're going to work on it a little bit today. I reorganized like how I'm doing all of my note-taking for this stuff. And I have like, now I have like templates for how I want to like.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.